So one of the other benefits of the Elam ending. These last 2 times down for Carmen's crew, not great looks. So as well as they've shot the ball, you think you want to continue to get the ball inside and try to end it.
Kick out to the corner. We play on. As Woods was short. Crawford. Well, he's caught fire. It's down to 14.
20 points a game, playing well. They are a high-octane offensive team.
Pull up 3 to get Carmen's crew started. Sante Bradford gets them rolling. I thought you were a great dad.
I feel like I am, but I mean, I do know my limitations as well, so they'll understand someday.
Idowu, Samuel Idowu with a turnaround bucket. Both coaches mic'd up tonight. Jared Sullinger, so physical. He was shut down by Gresham. Former Houston Cougar. Wesson catch and shoot. Bingo!
Best time to shoot a 3 off of an offensive rebound, and Jared Sullinger just went up and got that. That's exactly how they played through the first 3 games of TBT.
Looks like vintage Big Ten basketball. It really
Exactly
right. Miller, he cans it. That's Dane Miller Jr., the Rutgers product.
And his first made 3 of this TBT, so a welcome sign there. And Asante Bradford with 2 early 3s in this game. Very hard on doubling Desi Washington when he gets the ball in the block, and so far in this game, been very effective. They made him kick it out. Takeover BC, unable to connect, and Eric Neal on the other end.
For 17 years, he was an assistant to the Hall of Famer, one of the greats, John Chaney at Temple.
And a great sideline out of bounds play right there for Carmen's crew, and Keyshawn Woods just getting the easy, wide open, uncontested layup. So right now, Carmen's crew is not doing anything wrong, and Takeover BC not doing much right.
Desi Washington gets on the board.
Yeah, much needed basket there, especially for 11 in black. Desi Washington getting some space finally in the lane, just a simple high ball screen.
Carmen's crew already with 4 threes left open here. Cans it. All 3 of these for Keyshawn Woods, and now he's sizzling. Cincinnati champs take over BC against the Dayton region champs and Carmen's crew. And an entry to Tevin Glass for the bucket, and it just keeps on coming for the Buckeye alumni. What a start to this game. Now another turnover. Bradford got it to go. They are scalding hot.
Dean Demopoulos is going to need a timeout here, but letting his guys continue to play.
English, they need it in the worst way. A.J. English, TBT champ in 2019. Anything that could have gone their way, went their way.
Carmen's crew can wait here for the final possession, but have numbers.
Why wait when you're red hot? Morris got it. Jamel Morris.
You mentioned it. That first quarter was Murphy's Law for Takeover BC. Pretty much anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong. You see Desi Washington trying to get on the board.
Takeover BC knocked down 14 threes. They took care of the basketball.
He got to hit that.
And there, yes, he does have to hit that, and it's exactly what happened there.
A paint touch there, inside to out.
They had 5 turnovers the whole game against Red Rose Thunder. 5 in the opening quarter tonight, and there's the range of Jared Sullinger.
But you're right, it's just different here. It's a completely different mentality and fan base for both programs. It's a special, special place.
All the way, that's Desi Washington.
But that's why the fans appreciate coming out and just getting a chance to see these guys. They know it's not the same caliber of basketball as you see another turnover here by Takeover BC.
But it's pretty darn good, that is for sure. Keyshawn Woods keeps it rolling. Alongside David Paget, I'm John Fanta. Kenny Griffin joins us as well. And, well, also joining us is Keyshawn Woods. Quiet with only 3 points. 6 on the shot clock now. A.J. English, Iona legend. And he stays quiet. 1 for 5 from downtown. In transition, Buckeyes are rolling. From the state of Kentucky, over 13,000 tickets out. For that one coming up next, and that's more like it for Takeover. Dane Miller.
trying to answer. But again, it seems like every time Carmen's crew has missed a shot, they've gotten most of them back.
Oh, and they hit again. Claudio Pena Jr. Earlier that we've had 5 different champions over the last 5 years. We saw Overseas Elite go on that dynasty run. Are we in for another multi-time champion joining them in Carmen's crew?
A lot of familiar faces and familiar names for these blue and red fan bases. These people, ever since Eric Neal picking up right where Carmen's crew left off in that first half, which is similar to Kevin Durant on Team USA yesterday a little bit.
When he went 8 for 8 in the first half, that was shut down. And they're still playing with so much urgency. Neal, 2 hands. Andre Wesson again.
Carmen's crew not taking their foot off the gas whatsoever, and Eric Neal with a great no-look bounce pass.
Columbus's own. In transition again, Andre Wesson. In Japan this past year, a team in his league has a major injury. They need a guy like him, an undersized big man who just brings his lunch pail and works hard. Well, because it's so hard to get people into Japan quickly with all the paperwork that's required, they needed somebody. He is 43 years old. 43. And the threes just keep on flying.
But you're right, just an incredible story to just dust off the sneakers. And
oh man,
this one getting out of control here for 40-point game.
That 3 fired home off the hands of Chris Crawford.
Kick back, kick back.
And now that one picked off by Dane Miller, and the Rutgers product with a slam. And then go to Philadelphia and enjoy a cheesesteak and keep winning.
Does it get any better than a Philadelphia cheesesteak? No.
Nope, not here. And so for him, this is just a great way to put on an Ohio State jersey again and have the last word.
Absolutely, as we see one of the few turnovers tonight for Carmen's crew.
And the finish there for Dane Miller. From Louisville, where there is a packed house now filed in at Freedom Hall waiting for game 2 of our quarterfinal round. The Ville in La Familia, you will see 11 former NBA players on the floor. Not all at one time, because that's more than 10. But you will see 11 at some point tonight. It is an absolutely loaded cast of characters. It could be a documentary tonight. Willie Cauley-Stein and Montrezl Harrell, they're not going to ask each other what they had for dinner.
Never has been a whole lot of love lost between those two programs, to put it mildly.
I didn't see like your body flow.
Bradford's had a hot night. That one blocked. For Takeover BC, it's a new look team in this event. Obviously, this is not the way they want it tonight to go. Desi Washington, formerly at Peacock Nation.
You guys have played so well, and you played so well yourself. Just don't want to end it on a negative note like that.
Especially when you've had a run like you've had. You want to be back in this event. There's $1 million at stake. This event has rich integrity. And Fader does sail home for Tevin Blackman. Just a well-rounded performance. Ankle breaker from Washington. Well, if there's a highlight for Takeover BC, instead he just put him on skates. Over 13,000 are in the house for La Familia and the Ville. Some of the very best from the John Calipari and Rick Pitino eras will be on hand. Chris Crawford knocking down the triple. This is once a 40-point game. Takeover BC with the late surge makes the final respectable as that 3 is short. Offensive rebound here, and the dish there now, a basket away. Desi Washington, who was once at Rucker Park when TBT was being played there. That was a move that you'll see at Rucker Park throughout the summer.
Target score 90.
Just a bucket shy here. The shot clock winding down. That laid home for Bryson Gresham. 2010, every single game wears those sneakers. Plays so hard for him because he told a local paper there's only one way to play. I lost my uncle too soon. I got to play the game one way for him every single time I hit the floor.
Jared Sullinger, as we see a 3 from Chris Crawford. Who are they going to turn to?
Zante Bradford. Bradford sends Carmen's crew to Philadelphia. For the second time in TBT history, Carmen's crew